Talking Luther College women's cross country with Coach Yarrow Pashy. And Coach, you had a duel against Wisconsin lacrosse last week. Kind of a fun event for the overall program. What did you take away from last Friday here on campus?
It's always a really fun event, the duel, and the women ran really well. I think our teams matched up pretty well, actually, and having just seen them at their big meet at Tori Neubauer the weekend before, we could tell it would be a good matchup. And just with two teams, I mean, that goes back to like how teams used to run duels way back in the day. So it was a really fun meet, and I think the women enjoyed it on both men's and women's side. We held out our top 5 runners, and they just did a workout that day, which is typically what we do. And it gives those who are a little further back in the field the chance to be in the front of the race and get that experience, which is pretty fun.
And I know it's the last time to run this year for a lot of these women that won't be running at the conference and at the regionals. Of that group, how much progress did they make throughout this season?
Well, I'm going to correct you. Everybody gets to run at the conference meet.
My bad.
No worries. So we have 38 on our roster, and everyone who's healthy will race at the conference meet. And that's just, we have 2 races at the conference meet, a men's 8K and a women's 6K. So it's a great opportunity for everybody in the conference to race. And then following that is our JV Cup championships, where everybody who is not in the region team, so the top 7, will have another opportunity to race. So we're just kind of digging into our championships now. But people are showing outstanding progress, and those who raced on Friday at the duel kind of foreshadowed hopefully what is to come for everybody else. I feel like they really put excellent, I mean, it's a 4K, so it's a shorter race that we ran at the duel, but they put a really good races together, especially in that last half of the race, kind of closing it down and moving up in the field against lacrosse, and that's what we hope to see.
And championships this weekend down at Simpson for the conference end of things. Talk about your approach to this weekend. How do you handicap the field heading into this weekend?
I think we've got a great race ahead of us. It's always a little different going from big invitationals like the the lacrosse Tori Neubauer or up at Eau Claire earlier in the month to the conference meet. It's not nearly as big of a field as those big invitationals, so that takes some adjustment. But I think we're prepared to cover terrain well and to adjust to the field. I think the conference course is going to be real cross country. There's some good rolls to it, kind of a good amount of work in the course, so it's not going to be kind of golf course, easy track style cross country, which is some courses these days. So I think we're ready to race, and it'll be some honest cross country.
And in this week, getting ready for a conference, talk about your training preparation this week. What are you up to this week?
Well, we did a little bit of a workout yesterday, just in the prairie, and I think that's a good kind of touches on a bunch of different systems and gets people sharp and ready to roll. We're not doing a lot of work right now. We want to, our biggest day of the week will be Saturday, so that's where we want to invest our energy. But we're really, I think, turning the corner on being prepared to make that work in our race happen versus investing so much time and energy in our training over the course of the week.
All right, hopefully you can have some good news down at Simpson this weekend, Coach. We wish you best of luck.
Great, thank you.
Yarrow Pashy talking Luther women's cross country.